8 free VSTs to grab right now, and the first one is BPB Dirty LA. This is kind of like an LA2A opto compressor, although it's not based on any specific hardware according to Bedroom Producer's blog who released this. It's a very easy compressor to use. You have your peak reduction control, a mix knob, and you can switch between compressor and limiter just like an LA2A. And then they've gone and added an optional dirt section. So you can switch this on and then you can saturate the compressed signal as much as you like by using the dirt control. You can get Dirty LA on Mac or Windows in VST3 and AU formats. Next up is a freaky cool plugin, and if you plan on releasing some freaking cool music, release it through DistroKid. They'll get it into all of the major online music stores, plus they give you 100% of the royalty. Now, that freaky cool plugin is Pocket Dimension from Freakshow Industries. Technically, this one's not free, but they allow you to steal it from them and they'll give you a free stolen license if you're short on cash. But of course, if you enjoy their plugins, give them some support and purchase a license. So what is Pocket Dimension? And I'm not really sure how to describe it other than it's an audio mangler. There's so much going on inside this thing, and the cool part is it's really easy to use. You just drag the little icon around in the main window area and mangle your audio to your liking. You can play around with the controls to change things up, or just right-click on anything and then select the F me up setting to randomly change things up. And you can use this on anything that you want to mangle. And I actually tried this on an acoustic guitar, and it was very interesting. You can also make it so the images aren't flashing as fast by right-clicking and turning off the nausea. And you can use Pocket Dimension to add some excitement, some weirdness, or whatever. Pocket Dimension is available on Mac or Windows in VST, VST3, AU, and AAX formats. The next free VST is Frank CS from Analog Obsession. And I've covered their Frank plugin in the past. This is the bigger brother to that plugin. It's a Frankenstein channel strip. The EQ section is taken from 4 different EQs. The high pass filter is Helios, the low section is from a Pultec, the mid band is from API, the high shelf is Neve, and the low pass filter is Pultec again. And you can adjust the frequencies for each of those sections, which the original Frank didn't allow you to do. You also have a preamp section where you can switch between solid state or tube. The compressor section has 2 custom detection circuits, solid state and tube. And then you get all of your typical compressor controls, plus a nice big gain reduction VU in the middle. You can turn either the EQ or compressor off if you only want one of the features at a time, and you can get Frank CS on Mac or Windows in VST, VST3, and AU formats. Next up is Thrillseeker VBL Mark II from Variety of Sound. It's an updated version of this much-loved plugin that's been around for quite a while, and now it's available in 64-bit. It's based on a classic Veramuse-style compressor from the 50s, and the VBL stands for Vintage Broadcast Limiter. But they've added some mods to it like the emphasis, bias, brilliance, and dry wet mix controls. Other than that, it's a fairly straightforward compressor plugin. Control the amount of the signal coming in with the input gain knob, and then adjust the amount of gain reduction with the compress knob. It can be used on pretty much anything, so try it out all over your mixes if you want to add some of that classic Veramute goodness to your tracks. You can get Thrillseeker VBL on Windows only as a VST. We're going to check out a free instrument plugin next, but first, if you're releasing your music, you can instantly get that verified artist badge on Spotify if you release it through DistroKid. It's a very easy process to go through to get it, which should only take you a couple of minutes. Not only do you get that verified artist badge, but you'll also be able to manage your artist account to make it more customized, plus you can get stats about your audience. It can help to take your music to that next level. Plus, of course, they get your music into all of the major online music stores, and they give you 100% of the royalties. A membership is just $20, but use the link down in the description. You're going to save 7% off of that. So use that link, save some money, and release your music in style with DistroKid. Now, the next free plugin that we're going to check out is Zumzet Lite from Audiolatry. And this is a slimmed down version of the full Zumzet lo-fi instrument. It's not locked or anything, you just get 23 presets taken from the full version, and those presets cover things like keys, leads, pads, and synths. The user interface is kind of cool for a lo-fi instrument. It looks like it's just written on paper, but there's quite a few controls in there that you can adjust to create your own custom presets. You can get Zumzet Lite on Mac or Windows in VST, VST3, and AU formats. Next up is TPuncher from Techivation, and they call this a musical transient enhancer. The free version features the very basic controls from the full TPuncher plugin. You get input, punchiness, and output controls. So control how much you want to drive the punch with the input, and then add as much punchiness as you want, then control the output signal so you're not clipping. TPuncher Free is available on Mac or Windows in VST, VST3, AU, and AAX formats. Next up is an interesting instrument plugin. It's called Greenwave from RepliCat. It has a dual oscillator design with over 10 handcrafted waveforms. Each oscillator can have up to 16 unison voices, so up to 32 per patch. And you also have envelopes, LFOs, and more effects that you can edit. If you aren't comfortable with setting up your own patches, click on the dice icon up in the corner to switch to a random patch. And if you find a patch that you like, you can save it so you can load it up again. This is still a beta plugin, so there may be bugs, and RepliCat feel that there's definitely going to be bugs, so they have a built-in bug reporting feature if you should come across some. If you want something new and different, then give Greenwave a try. It's available on Windows only in VST3 format. The next free VST is Tonex from IK Multimedia. Now this is pretty cool. It comes with some excellent rigs that you can plug your guitar into your interface and start using right away. The free version includes 20 tone models, plus you can get 20 user models. So other users of Tonex that have the hardware can create models of their own rigs, and then they upload those to the ToneNet library, and from there you can download them yourself. If you want to capture your own rig in Tonex, it's a simple process, but you're going to need to purchase the capture hardware from IK. The free custom shop version sounds great on its own and can be expanded with those user-created models, so it's definitely worth starting with custom shop, and if you start to outgrow it, then you can decide if you want to invest in another version, and all of the other versions have unlimited user model downloads. You can get Tonex on Mac or Windows in VST, VST3, AU, and AAX formats. Now, if you're searching for the best music making program to use these plugins with, click the video on the screen. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. Also, subscribe to the channel for more videos like this. Thank you so much for watching. For Audio Tech TV, I'm Zane. Keep creating. Fist bump, thumbs up.